Hello, I want to welcome you to English 1A. This short video will give you an orientation to our course in the Canvas Learning Management System. When you first enter the course, you'll be on the welcome page. This page will also show announcements. I typically post announcements 2 or 3 times a week, reminding you about things, letting you know that something's been graded, or providing additional information about the class material. So it's a good place to come and check a few times a week. You can then access the bulk of our course in the module area, and that's where I'm going to take you now. Really, everything you need to know about the class is here, whether it's assignments that need to be submitted, lecture material to review, reading assignments. For the first unit, there's even the readings are provided. Everything you need is in the modules. Students get into trouble online when they don't follow what's being provided in order, when they skip information, when they fail to take the time to go through the class and understand what's being asked of them. This course is going to start you off by reviewing the syllabus, which is also contained within the modules. You can access it from the syllabus link as well. It will give you everything you need to know about how to get started in this class, what the course policies are about, the very important plagiarism information, the late work policy, which you need to review, information about how to send an email, and embedded within the syllabus are just small, quick assignments to make sure that you can do some of the things that you're being asked to do in this class. Once you get through that first module, you will move on to our first actual unit of study, which will take us through the end of February. And again, you will find an overview each week, actually. You will find the readings that you need. You will find the lectures that you need. And if you follow along in order and spend your time reviewing this information, you will do fine in class. I've been teaching online for 15 years at least. And the students who fail online classes fail because they don't do the work, not because they're not good writers or good readers, but because they simply skip work and get behind. And once you get behind in an online class, it is almost impossible to catch up. So it's really important that you do the work. The other piece that's important is that the little assignments, the discussions, the assignment practice work all lead you to your essay. If you do all the work along the way, you should never have to just start an essay from scratch. You should have some of the information that you need and be able to just go back into these assignments and get that work. So it's really important that you do the work. I know I keep repeating that, but it is the single biggest factor in being successful in this class is doing the work. If you follow along in the modules, if you do the work, you'll be fine. The modules are locked until you complete the information and go through a module. You can't move on to the next module. You are more than welcome to work ahead, but you can't skip module 3 and jump into module 4, because if you do that, you're going to get lost and you're going to not know what you're being asked to do. I had a lot of students in the fall who struggled. They tried to use just their phones to do an online class, which is not something I recommend. I think the phone is a great tool to check your work when you're on the bus or have some downtime and make sure I haven't posted a new announcement. But you can't write a long, well-written discussion response. You can't write a properly formatted essay on your phone. And there were issues with some students having trouble seeing the order of the modules through their phone. So just be aware of that. And that's part of why I've kept them in a particular order. Once we get closer to week 5, the next unit of study will appear, but I don't want to overwhelm you. Most units last 4 or 5 weeks. We're going to spend the first week really becoming well oriented to the online class. I know for most of you, this is going to be your first online class, and I want to make sure that you know what you're being asked to do. I am more than available to answer questions at any time. I also will have a weekly office hour. It's technically only a half hour on Tuesday nights from 7 to 7:30. And all you have to do to participate in that is at that time, anytime within that half hour, click on the Confer Zoom link on the left menu, and it will take you into our online meeting space. You can join if you have a webcam or on your phone. This would be a perfect time to use your phone. You can also just join and chat. We can type back and forth to each other in real time. Or you can just join by audio. I love when students do this. I like being able to see you and talk to you. If you're confused about something, sometimes it's just a couple of minutes of your time, and I can share my screen or you can share your screen, and I can point out what you're doing wrong or where you're getting confused. So please take advantage of that. I will remind people about that meeting. And I also have office hours on campus, and you are more than welcome to come see me on campus. All of that information is here. I'm in the communication building upstairs, and I am always happy to meet with online students if they are on campus. So that's just a quick overview. Much of what we do, again, everything is in the modules. Much of what we will be doing is having conversations between classmates. You'll post something, you'll respond to what somebody else has written, and we'll typically do that about every other week. And then on the opposite week, you will submit an assignment to me. Do take a look at the essay assignment ahead of time. I want you to know where you're heading. Again, everything we do in the first unit is going to lead you to that essay. So take a look at it now, and then you will know how it all kind of fits together. If you have questions, please get in touch with me. That's what I'm for.